Okay. First of all, I'd like to say I don't believe it. Just like I didn't believe that the Snyder Cut did not exist. Just like I did not believe that we would not get the Snyder Cut. I think that we eventually will. There are rumors for it and rumors against it. And here's my thing. I'm thinking to myself, Warner Brothers cannot be that foolish. They can't be. They can't be. Not 2 times in a row. You know what I mean? Like, this would be like, in an opposite way, this would be like Disney continuing Rey's saga in the next few movies. They can't be that foolish to do something like that. It says here, WB shuts down Suicide Squad Air Cut and restoring the SnyderVerse. It says here, while the fandom might be riding high on a wave of vindication following the weekend's debut of Zack Snyder's Justice League, Warner Bros. Is reeling them back as a new interview with Warner Media Studio CEO and Sarnoff has confirmed that the SnyderVerse will not be restored into the mainline DC Extended Universe. Well, now wait a minute. Now look at the wording there. Will not be restored into the mainline DC Extended Universe. Does that mean that you're going to continue it on HBO Max and we'll get a Justice League 2 and 3 and television shows based on the SnyderVerse? Does it mean that? Because I don't think they would be that foolish to throw away that much money. I just don't. It doesn't make sense to throw out that much money. It doesn't. You're about making money. You're a business. You want profits. You want to make the most money possible. So with a big hit, you follow it up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't... Says here, while expressing her and the studio's appreciation for the movement that drove them to greenlight the new cut of the superhero blockbuster, as well as condemning the toxic, death-threatening side of the fan base as completely unacceptable and very disappointing, Sarnoff thanked Snyder for his many contributions to DC, but said that the film marks the completion of his trilogy and looking towards the exciting plans that we have for the multi-dimensional DC characters that are being developed right now. In addition to confirming that the Snyder Cut was the end of the road for the filmmaker's storyline, when asked whether the studio was considering other directors' cuts of their superhero films, specifically that of David Ayer's ensemble Suicide Squad, Sarnoff flatly responded, "We won't be developing David Ayer's cut." With the Snyder Cut, listen, one thing you gotta remember is that whenever I see confirmed, I usually never believe it. Whenever I hear, oh, it's confirmed from this president or this director or for this actor or from this assistant, whatever it is, this parking attendant at WB, it's confirmed. Listen, no matter what movie studio it is, I never believe when I hear the words confirmed, because I've seen so many things go the opposite way. And some things actually go the way that they say, but I never believe it, ever. So for me, I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's what you're saying now. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see what happens in the future. I'll wait till the future. We'll see. With the Snyder Cut movement having also allotted traction to an Ayer cut for the villain team up, and the writer-director himself using social media to share tidbits of cut footage, concept art, script pages, etc. Many were hopeful that the success of Justice would lead to the film's restoration, but it was all to no avail. I don't even believe that. I don't believe it with Ayer. I don't believe it with the SnyderVerse. I don't. I think Ayer deserves it, just like Snyder deserved it. You chop up a film, I think we should see their, real vision and It only makes sense because you're going to make more money off of it. You know, all the Ayer fans are going to be like, hell yeah! Hell yeah! And I didn't, in particular, enjoy Suicide Squad, but I would definitely put out the money to go to the theaters or subscribe to a streaming service to see his Ayer cut. I would, because I want to see what he had in store for us, and I want to see the full vision for Jared Leto's Joker in his film. Zack Snyder's Justice League reportedly cost around $70 million in order to properly finish the editing and visual effects of the director's original vision, as well as the additional photography. The original post-production crew returned along with the cast members to record additional dialogue for the cut. With his faith in humanity restored following this. Okay, so that's the synopsis for it. The cut of the film was based on a screenplay by what the hell? Oh, pop up there. Where did that come from? No, it wasn't the type of pop up you think. Okay, yeah. So that's what was talked about the last one. That's it. But yeah, that's where I am. That's where I am, and I just listen. I just don't believe they could be that foolish. I do not. They may develop a reboot of Superman and the Justice League, but they would be criminally insane. Criminally insane. Like the Joker. To not continue the SnyderVerse on HBO Max. They'd be insane. Post comments down below. Let me know what you think, though. That Ron played to play the game. Barf! If you enjoyed my view of this news, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers. Woo!